can see we're able to go back to our home page successfully. So, but also, let's say in a situation whereby I want to, whereby let's say in a situation where I'm actually interested in let that content be actually be deleted. So, what we are going to do, we can actually create a form and let's copy this. Let's copy this from going to keep it similar. Now I'm going to paste it under there, and then with a button, yes, okay, yes, yes, delete. So if you click on this yes delete, what is one actually sending? Yes delete. So once you click on this button, it's going to trigger this post method, and then this of our delete post. Since if you are the current author and the author, the current user that's logged in, and the request is the method is post, it's going to query a database. I get. So remember that this is querying a database to get the content by that of the ID, and when you get that ID, it's actually deleting that of the ID itself. So once it deletes the content is bygone. So let's actually see that example. Let's say I want to slash delete slash third content which you actually created. So you can see I actually want to delete first testing content, cancel, yes delete, you can see yes delete, it got deleted, and then we're redirected to that home page, because that's what we're checking. When it's attempt deleting, you want to redirect. You can see because you're interested in getting redirected to maybe about page. Just say that on the about page. I think that is not hard to understand. So you can see that one content will actually be deleted. You can see how simple this was actually to achieve. So what we're going to do now is to post detail. When I click on this what I'm getting is that of the form that will actually update form, but this is not what I want. What let's you click on this, you can see sorry, you cannot access the page. So I'm going to create another function which is actually called that of the post detail. So once you click on this guy, it's not going to be that of the update. So that update is going to be that of the going to be running that of the post post details. So it's not going to be applicable to them. Now we're going to do that of the post details, and then now when you click on it, then you are going to see this function, this of this delete post inside of that of the post detail, which is going to handle for this of the so that's going to be for that of deleting and the updating actually also. So that's basically what for our post details is still going to make it out of the PK, which is that of the primary key. So you can come down here, we can see, let's copy this. That's going to be a little bit similar. Let's just copy this. Make sure you have to actually be logged in before you can actually view the post. So you can say post, just say post detail. Simple as that. So we can say let's change this to post detail. So we're going to take that of the request and that of the PK, and this is going to be our post. So the next we want to actually do is remove it to our can say our template. So that's how basically I'm going to set it to that of the post. So that of the our template, that's how I'm going to handle some other logic that actually come with it. So I'm going to return what we're going to return is that of the template. So we're going to be request, and then we can going to call this post. Actually copy this post detail. So let's just copy this and create a new HTML file, which is going to be post detail that of the HTML file. I hope this is not actually here. So when somebody was still going to create a real pattern that actually does what like how other ones does, going to be posted, going to create a database to setting that of the ID. Maybe assuming that this PK is 1 or 2 or 3, you're going to create a database and get that of a particular rule of data and getting that of the content that fit. Then we're going to move the information that it got and we'll set the key to that of the post detail, and then we'll move it over to our post detail that of .html, which you realize that post detail of HTML, which is we're about to actually write some content, and then remove some of these guys. So that we don't need this of the forms, then need some of it. So before we go to, let's actually write out of the URL pattern. So let me go to URLs. Going to this is here, you are basically going to that of the post detail. URL is going to be post detail. Is that the actual name of the function? That's actually post detail. and then we'll have that of the post detail, which if that's not that's basically what other guys actually does. When you click on that particular content from that of our home.html, when you click on it, what is actually happening is that the image here that when somebody go to post slash detail, Django is you to, since we said this as if in our function we say this, then anytime we run the function we're going to give it a value, just like an empty string that we're going to actually set it anytime we go to this post detail slash maybe one or two to actually get that particular content of our choice. Remember that this of our home.html, what we actually do when we click on this post or content or the content, the URL pattern that we're actually going to that of the update post page. Well, this is what when I click on this, I'm going to go to this update post, I can say update post form. Let's say in the station bar, I change it to something like this or the delete. Let's say I'm just going to this or the delete post page. Let's go to this delete post page. I change it so if I click on this, it's going to. So let me go back. Let me click on this content now. Why did this take effect? Let me click on it. You can see we went to this delete. So this tries to tell you that many error is set. That's what's going to happen. So now, in case I want anytime I click on this particular content, let it actually view the entire content at one. Then this, whether if you want to delete, and then whether if you want to update, those guys that wrote is going to be inside of this of the post detail. So hope that is not hard to understand. So let us change this. I'm going to copy this guy, which is going to make things easier for me. I'm going to get rid of this guy. So this is going to be home page. This is going to be post details. Simple as that. So this is I'm going to end this block. So I'm going to see what end block body. You can see what. Just leave it like this. So let my work look uniform. Basically, I'm going to do next is actually to actually view more of the post. So which is talking about the post details. So when I click I want to read more, I see that okay, I have to actually log in. I think that was will set this to the height of 80, which we have seen the first. The reason for this image not working, we're still going to solve that. So we also want to try to display the content on the screen, so we can make use of. Let's make use of history tag. Then we're going to say our going to make use of the Django tag, template tag. We're going to say that of the post detail number content. Simple as that. Let's actually run this. You can see Ezee key first content, and this is because we're actually on this one. As you go to this, you can see John CLI content. Using for this image, where is the problem? Post detail dot author dot profile. This is supposed to be image. The reason why it's supposed to be image is because this is image, the model, and that of the image field to actually access it. That of the author is talking about this. We'll go to this author that is here. I'm going to directly pinpoint to that of the image model so you can actually get it. So I think that should solve the problem. Let's click on this. You can see that we'll get the image display. So in the station by the content is really long, and you want to actually reduce this to maybe 200 words. This maybe to show 100 words, then you're going to put like a line break, a dot. Then to which are going to try use make use of this filter, and then we're going to say what concatenate was concatenate was this is going to actually reduce it to 100 words per you can say per display instead of issuing. Okay, actually can you require one provided. Where is the problem come from? Truncatinate. Okay, truncatinate. Want to set it to how many words do you want to appear for a particular content? And station set it to 100. If this content we actually set was more than 100, what it's going to do is going to put dot for other ones for it to signify that there's still going to be other content that you can actually try to view more. So the other one we can actually make is that of the line breaks. So this actually this make sure line breaks. Line breaks. Yeah, line breaks. Let's actually go back, run this. Okay, line breaks. Whether I can make use of any one of your choice. So let me just get rid of it, or let me just go to the next we want to do is actually to start implementing like those of that of the delete, that of the update, and that of the to go by, because we know that since we changed the where the URL was actually pointing this of the home.it, we set that of the post detail, but we still want to use that of the logic of that of the delete and that of the update. So we're going to implement inside of this of the post details. But we want to actually make sure that the person that's actually accessing these content is the person that is logged in, and the person that is logged in should be the person that the post there, the person can actually do some of all these things. So if the person is not the owner of the post, we can't actually allow that person. So I'm going to make use of these Django template and tags. I say I can say if that of the request, if request of what user is equals to that of the post underscore what detail the what author. So it's going to be as simple as say if the request the user that is logged in is equal to that of the post author. So we're going to say end if. That's really important. I'm going to say end if. And if so, let's want to do if the logged in user is the owner of that of the content. So now we can say the first we can say that let's make use of h4 tag. You can say you sure you want to delete. I actually want to delete or what? I can say update. Which one do you want to do? So in the case where you are still confused, we can maybe create a button. The first button, what does this button is going to do? Is it going to add out of the anchor tag? You can say to go back in case you want to return back, which is going to point to that of our home page. Let me just copy this. This is it, and just paste it. Get rid of this. This is going to be home page. In case if you're interested in going back, when you click on this button that has this text go back and it is going to go to that of the home page. Let us try to see example of this. You can see how this. Are you sure you want to delete or update? Let me get rid of one of these guys. Are you sure you want to delete or update? Click on go back, it's going to go back. So next button that I want to actually enter is that of the delete, in case if you're actually interested in deleting it. So we are going to copy this button, going to paste it. Here is going to see what delete. So I want to delete. So this that is going to be point to where that of the delete post, which is going to point to it. So as we have provided, it's going to be delete and post page. And the next one is going to be that of the update. So you can just copy this. It's going to be for that of the update. So let's go here. It's going to update. Update. Where is that update? See here. Update page. Post page. So I'm going to go to that. So I'm going to post details. Okay. In this settles it. Let's just go back, refresh this, reverse, delete, post page will now give me enough one pattern tried. Okay, that's it. That's delete post. Where did it rank? Okay, for this of the delete and update, remember that you have to actually set the ID. So in our case, it's going to be that of the post, going to be that of the post underscore detail. That was ID. So since you are actually trying to access a particular content, and that content we are going to actually to get it by making use of that of the ID, like how we have actually seen, and that is applicable for that of the delete, and that's applicable for that of the update. You go to our URL. I think this is delete. You have this str, update has the same thing. So I think that's basically the problem. Let's actually go back, refresh it, so we can see go back, delete, update. So we're also going to start. What we are trying to mimic is this kind of, you can see that when I it's already going back that is showing. Let's say I went to the content that is not, which is in my, like go back. I need to actually whether to keep on logging in again. You can see easy case 2027. Go to the testing 1 2 3 4 5 and then hit on login. So let's say I went to the content that is not mine, which is this content. So you can see that all those guys are not actually showing. When I click on content that's mine, these guys are actually showing. So there's an situation where I click on content that is not mine, this guy. So I have to actually, what I'm actually being expected to, I can actually only see that of the go back button. So under here I can see else. Make it else. Remember all these guys, I'm still going to style it at the end. I'm going to say else. What do I want to, I still want just to see this go back, but I think that's make more sense. So if I go back, reload this, can see go back, and then I can go back. If it's my own, I'm going to get multiple options. You can go back, or let's say when we create new content, jabberish content. Let me create post. You can see this is the content down here. Click on it. Let me update it. You can see updated. You can start to update the also the content. Remember, I'm going to style all this by the end. You can see update was actually updated. Let's say I want to delete it. I can click on delete. Are you sure? Yes. Delete. You can see that in this post details tend to occupy that of the go back, delete function, delete template, and that of the because if I go to that of delete, you can see this was actually showing on that of the delete template. If I go to the update, it actually was shown on that of the update template. I just tend to match these two guys in one particular place. So hope that is not hard to actually understand. So next we want to actually do it for that of the pagination. So because when we look at this, let's say in a station whereby, and this of the website that we have here, when we scroll down, you can see that we get this kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, which shows next. Now station whereby we can see that this our website we're trying to target, the content here are quite really much. But now station right now we can see that pagination is not really uh, anywhere useful right now. But as we maybe when we start adding a huge number of content, consider pagination should use. Most modern web pages make sure they add pagination in case you like the content you see. I want to go, I want to see more content, and click on next. Can start to select a particular page of your choice to actually um, get all this content available for you. So that pagination is one of the things we are going to do now. So to do this, we are going to go to our views. Since we are done with that, so the post detail. Remember all these guys, I'm going to style it. I'm just going to copy my styling I already have and then style it. I want to see the logic behind some of all these things. So that I just it, and then we're going to style it later on. So let's actually do for that of the pagination, which I think that's one of the last thing that we're basically going to do because I've actually handled for every time. Pagination has a be on this of the home page that is there. Let me just get rid of this and get rid of it. So to apply pagination is basically simple.